Hey everybody. So unfortunately, the audio for this segment is completely messed up. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a voiceover to provide you context as to what you're seeing, because in this episode we managed to finish the Totemic mod. So thank you all for joining episode 2. And to first start off, I want to show you guys that I did get the red cedar wood that I was talking about last episode. All the different trees have grown. And I started harvesting some wood. The next step to progressing through the mod pack is doing the buffalo dance and converting some cows to buffalo. I set up some wind chimes in the area to provide a sort of passive melody for the ceremonies, so that just to increase it in any way possible. That was one of the steps in the mod pack, one of the quest book steps. So the ones that I'm destroying right now, those are not currently working because of the organization they're set up. The 12 that I have are set up in the most efficient organization you can have. However, it seems like every time I log in, they start producing those white particles saying they're not working. I must have to do something with chunk borders or whatnot. But anyways, for the purposes of this dance, the buffalo dance, which is not a very high requirement ritual, it does work. So without further ado, I'm going to do the buffalo dance. You start with the drum and then the chime. And I also have a jingle dress on, which provides some more melody just for getting every source possible. And you just play the drum, play the flute and whatnot. Apologies that there's no game sound either. That unfortunately also got corrupted. But I hope you're enjoying the backing track that I made myself. The music you hear in the background is something I recorded. And yeah, so the first buffalo dance is a success. One of the cows turns into buffalo. I was expecting them all to turn, but only one did. So I take a break here, and I'm going to go convert them all to buffalo, as well as get some more structure set up. And that was jump that you just saw was transitioning to later in time. I built kind of a canopy around the Totemic area, move some parrots over, and we're doing the eagle dance, which converts the little parrots into bald eagles. They are useful because they drop eagle bones and eagle feathers, which are necessary for finishing the mod pack and fighting the final boss of the mod pack, the Baykok, which we will fight later this episode. I just barely don't complete the dance. And that's because I wasn't wearing the jingle dress or using my flute. Each instrument in this mod pack, in Totemic, requires you to use all of them, because each instrument has a limit to how much melody it can produce per ritual. So you need to make sure you're cycling between all the different instruments in order to achieve the most melody you can produce. And an eagle dance is one of the later rituals within the mod. So therefore, you need to be using the shaker, the flute, the rattle, excuse me, the drums, and you need to have the jingle dress on, and you need the chimes going. But fortunately, on my second try, I do complete it, and we get some little bald eagles. I set up a bit of a fishing area over here. These two fishing nets automatically produce fishing drops. They're really, really slow. So eventually I built some more fishing nets as well as just fishing on my own. Bald eagles can be tamed with any type of fish, and I tamed one successfully here. But unfortunately, it took all of my fish to tame it. You're going to see I use all that. I use all the puffer fish, and I use the one salmon I have. But thankfully, on the last salmon, the eagle gets tamed. So I spent some time gathering together different crops, getting a field set up much more organized, getting my food produced, my stuffed aubergine, rather than just relying on steak or bread or something, because the stuffed aubergine provides a lot more saturation as well as hunger. So I'm going to spend some time breeding up the bald eagles, getting enough salmon to do that, as well as getting some better gear, because the next ritual we'll be doing is the final boss fight of the mod pack, the Baykok. So I will see you all soon for that fight. All right, everyone, welcome back. So I got together some more gear. I finally got the gear that I was talking about, the Elite Real Might gear, and got it all enchanted at level 30. Got some really nice stuff on it. Respiration 3. I needed a protection on the helmet, but protection 4 on the leggings, on the chest plate, and on the boots. Only unbreaking on the boots, but that's okay. I got some really good enchantments on a new weapon, a Terran Maul. Sharpness 4, Life Stealing 3, XP boost, some great stuff there. And I progressed the rest of the way through the Totemic mod pack. Now, getting to this point, which is the final boss of the mod pack, the Baykok. Now I have to do the final ritual to summon the Baykok and fight him. I think it should be fine to do here. My chimes are set up here, so I would like to do it here, and I need to use the eagle bone whistle. I also need to use the jingle dress, because from how it's been described, you really need every single instrument for this ritual, because it takes a lot of melody in order to cast. So, without further ado, we're going to get into this fight. I need to remember to throw my leggings back on as soon as the fight starts, because otherwise I will be a little screwed. So let's select the chime, and let's select the eagle bone whistle, which I got from those eagles over there. Okay, let's hope I succeed on this first try. It will be kind of embarrassing if I don't. Okay, we're getting there. Jump around to get the dress flowing. Okay, I think we're out on the whistle. Okay, back to the flute. Drums. Almost there. I believe I got it. Let's put the leggings on. There we are. There's the boss. Oh, I forgot. He does so much damage. Or not damage, but rather hits. He's so far away, and I can't reach him. This is embarrassing. Okay. Got him against the wall a bit, which helps. Let's eat some. Let's see if I can't bait him around a corner or something. Or just dodge and weave. Bobbing and weaving. Oh. Not there's a bald eagle that's following me. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's hide behind this fence. Sorry, bald eagle. Maybe hide behind the cows. Get him to run at me. Yeah, here he comes. Getting him to come to me helps. Finding. This is a terrible fight. On my behalf. Alright, we did it, everybody. Now, We got a wither skull. I am so sorry, Mr. Bald Eagle. We did it. We beat the boss. We beat the Baykok. I only have a few arrows in me, fortunately. Nothing a bit of spit on the hand won't fix. Nothing a bit some stuffed aubergines can't fix. Gonna sleep quickly. And now, because we finished that, we have officially finished the second chapter of Divine Journey 2. He dropped his bow, and we get all this great stuff. Power 5 enchantment, on which I can put on the bow. 64 solidified experience, and then insight or infinity. What is insight? Increases experience gain when using the item or infinity. Ooh. Let's go with insight. Because arrows aren't too terrible to craft. What can this go on? Oh, an axe or pickaxe or something. Great. Well, that's really awesome because that poor bald eagle. Hold on. So the bald eagles breed with salmon. Maybe fish will work to heal this guy. You can only breed them with salmon, but you can tame them with any fish. Let's see if this guy likes raw fish. No. Okay, well, I'll get some salmon later to heal this little guy back up. But now that we've finished Totemic, we could start moving on to the next chapters of this mod pack. And, oh, that's cool, a little check mark there. I'm going to try to get check marks for all of these, which will all be becoming much easier because we get to access the root of the problem and immerse yourself. I think those are the two we go to next. Yep. The root of the problem deals with the mod pack roots, which, as it says, is an agriculturally themed magic mod. And Immerse Yourself, which is the infamous immersive engineering mod pack, to start getting us power, to allow us to start producing things, getting things automated, rather than me sitting here and crafting out each single thing, which is very exciting. We could start diving into all those, now that we're done Totemic. I did make sure when we were doing Totemic to try to batch craft some things. Like the bald eagles, I was breeding them up, so we should have a fair amount. Plenty of buffalo around. So that if we ever do have to come back to Totemic, which I wouldn't be surprised if we do, a lot of this mod pack builds upon itself, it won't be too difficult to get some more materials. My plans for the next part of this series is to start expanding this way around this island, because if we look at the map quickly, this entire kind of island is pretty easy to exclude by itself with the river here. So I'm thinking as we go through each chapter of Divine Journey 2, each area gets associated chapters. So next, since we can dive into roots or into immersive engineering, let's say we do roots, I'll put the roots area right here with all the roots stuff that is necessary. If we go into immersive engineering, then that will be here similarly. And continuing on like that, once we get later into the series, later into stuff like applied energistics and mechanism, when we really start getting a ton of items, we're going to be moving out of this little house behind me into probably a much bigger base that let's say I'll keep it a surprise for now. Definitely not because I haven't figured it out. But for now, we're going to continue on the path we've been doing and expand out over here. I'm thinking I'm going to be reaching into roots, the root of the problem, as this chapter is cleverly called, and start going through there. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching, for taking the time out of your day to click on this video and help me finish this mod, Totemic, killing the Baykok, getting his bow, getting the experience and whatnot, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode where we start diving into the root of the problem. I'll catch you all later.